Simon from the Evening Standard.
Hi, Mikel. Can you just give us the latest on Gabriel Jesus? We saw he trained this morning. Has he travelled and is he in contention to play tomorrow?
News on the squad will be tomorrow. We have brought a few players and you will see tomorrow who is available.
We saw that there was no Nketiah or Trossard. Are they both out of tomorrow, but could they maybe play at the weekend? And is there no Tierney as well?
Let's see how they evolve. Obviously, we have a few issues in the last few days and trying to accommodate everybody and get everybody in the best possible condition for tomorrow.
I think we have someone with a sporting mic there.
Hola, Mikel.
Hola.
¿Puede ser castellano?
Sí, claro.
Sí. Bienvenido a Portugal.
Gracias.
Yo te quiero
Welcome to Portugal.
del equipo.
What do you think
¿Cuál?
of Sporting Lisbon team? Who are the key players, in your opinion?
Fortaleza del equipo es
I think that their strength is the idea of the manager, which is very clear. He has been very successful over the past years here at the club. And their game plan. Of course, we watched many of the matches against Tottenham, against the big teams in Portugal. Tomorrow it will be a very difficult game. It's a very competitive team with a clear game plan, and we need to be at our best in order to win the match tomorrow.
Miguel, hola, soy Antonio Pedro Carvalho de RTP. Aquí en Portugal, cuando ha sido el sorteo,
Here in Portugal, at the time of the draw,
Sporting tenía una...
it was said that Sporting would struggle and Arsenal would be the favorite to go through. Do you agree? Do you think that Sporting is a bit ahead of Sporting? It will be a tough match for both teams. Both teams are very competitive. We have a very clear idea. It will be a very tough match in this stadium with a team with a long tradition. We want to play a good football match and win the match.
Spoken about in the past, you fielded very strong sides in this tournament so far. A lot of the time, maybe managers just try and give everyone minutes, and you almost have a league team and a cup team. You haven't really done that. Can you explain a bit of your logic?
That I haven't.
Well, why you fielded strong teams and not kind of had a league team and a cup team separately, which sometimes happens?
Because we have one team and we have to play the games with the best possible players to win it. And there have been moments where we have made 8 changes. So we try to accommodate, and as well players have moments in the season, players are available and unavailable through the season, and tomorrow it will be the same case. But for sure we'll try to put the most competitive team to win the game.
But if you're not rotating that much, does it mean that you'll have 1 or 2 players who aren't getting the minutes that they think they should be getting? And does it risk a few of them getting frustrated? And how do you deal with that?
Yeah, of course. Everybody wants to play. It's true that as well when we wanted to rotate certain players, they've been injured and unavailable. And tomorrow may be the case. So sometimes it's difficult, and then players have to deserve to play the minutes. And being fair in football is very difficult. You have to be all the time really good at communicating your decisions, trying players to understand what they do, but at the end you have to look for the best of the team. And we want everybody to feel important, and we are going to try to make them feel like that.
Okay, down here.
Mikel, you said you've had a few issues in the last few days, and there's a couple of players struggling with illness. Is that something that you're worried about spreading through the squad, or are they individual cases that aren't related?
These things happen throughout the season, and sometimes happen 4 days before a match, sometimes a day before a match. We deal with that. We will deal with that today and tomorrow, and everybody will be in the best possible condition to compete.
Hi, Mikel. Last time you managed a Europa League knockout game, Arsenal very much weren't in the title race. Now you're top of the league. Do you have to approach this game differently, knowing that where you are in the Premier League and that is the priority?
Our priority is the 2 competitions. Obviously, we have to earn the right to continue on that competition to get as far as we want. And tomorrow we're going to face a really difficult opponent. And the best way to prepare any competition is winning the previous match and having that confidence and that proper emotion to approach the next game. And tomorrow, if we play well and we are able to win the game, for sure we'll prepare better for the next game.
Hi, Mikel. I'm not sure if you're aware, but today there's been a lot of talk in the Spanish press saying you're being lined up by Real Madrid to be the next manager. Is this sort of speculation going to become almost inevitable because you're doing so well? And can you just blank that sort of thing out?
Yes, it's things that obviously managers or players cannot control. What is written, what I can tell you is I'm fully focused in what I'm doing here and extremely happy, proud and grateful to be in this football club, and that's it.
Neil?
Mikel, just a couple of things. If Gabriel Martinelli were to lead the line from the main strike, how confident would you step up and take the responsibility as being one of the lead goal scorers in the team? And just a quick word on Hector Bellerin, who I know you may well see him again tonight, what he's done for Arsenal. And it'd be nice to see him again tomorrow night.
Yeah, we have different options, obviously, with different qualities and different profiles to play in that position, obviously with the absence of Eddie especially and Leo. And we'll have to see and adapt in relation to as well what the opponent do and the relationship on the pitch was the best thing to do. Regarding Hector, absolutely love the person, love the player. He was a really important player for our club, a player that left something beyond just his career, but as a person in our football club, and it will be great to see him tomorrow, and I'm sure the boys are going to be, and the staff, really happy to see him again.
Hi, Mikel. Just another one on Jesus. Obviously, we saw him back in training earlier today. With him being back, how difficult is it to resist the temptation to rush him back? And you've spoken about respecting the timeline. How difficult is it to, especially with the striker situation now?
Well, we will try not to rush him back. We will try to make a fair assessment between what he needs and when he's comfortable, and as well giving the team a boost that he's going to need in the next few weeks for sure. Everything is going well. He needs time as well to get himself that confident and that physical state that is necessary to compete with a free mind. And when he's free to do that, we will throw him in.
And you mentioned there about the importance of being fair to players and communicating clearly and their reactions. How has Kieran Tierney been reacting to, obviously, Zinchenko's been playing most of the matches. How has his reaction been to that recently?
Well, very good, because we talked when we discussed the situations, and we had a very similar opinion about that. And he knows his role. Under me, he's played a lot, more than any other player, probably comparing the previous player they were at the club in the last 3 years, and he understands the situation, and he needs to challenge the situation.
Hi, Mikel. I know you mentioned, obviously, wanting players to have certain relationships when they come in. So with players like Emil, Fabio, who can play multiple positions, is that something you're having to consider when you try and make changes in these games?
Yeah, we have to as well, because we have certain players that we don't know whether they're going to last 60, 70 or 90 minutes, and we have to be really good at maintaining the quality, maintaining as well the balance in the team, the threat in the team, to be as competitive as we can in the 95, 96 minutes that the game is going to last.
And just with Emil, how is he after? I know you said it was kind of a mix of physical and tactical decision to take him off on the weekend. So just how is he going into tomorrow?
He's fine. He's trained really well. He was extremely happy that the team won, and I won to the next one.
Okay, we'll just take two more. Gentleman at the back in waiting.
Mikel, can you confirm that Fabio it's okay? It's here. It's okay for tomorrow.
Fabio is okay. Yes.
Okay. And did you speak with him about Sporting to try to know something more?
For sure. That's the first thing that we did, because it's great to have the understanding and the knowledge of someone that is from the country, that knows the manager, that has teammates. It's always very useful, and he talked really highly.
Okay, and finally we'll go to the gentleman in the middle there.
Hi, Mikel. João Castro, SAP Desporto. Sporting has changed lately in terms of attacking options. Are playing Chermiti or Paulinho. Was it one of difficulties in preparing for the game?
Yeah, the variety and the options and the change informations that they can do, and within that shape as well, I think the profile that plays, especially with the wing-backs, change a lot their behaviors. So we know that. So till we have the lineup, obviously we have a few question marks on try to understand what they would do.
Okay, finally one in the middle here.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
and then we'll go. Yeah,
Nice to
thank
meet you.
Hi.
I would like to ask you, do you think Arsenal has what it takes to win the next 2 games against Sporting, or eventually winning this competition? And also ask you, what's your opinion? I mean, your players are really close. We all know that. Do you think that togetherness will help you win tomorrow? Thank you.
Togetherness always helps. But to win tomorrow, we're going to have to be at our best and play really well, compete really well, understand the game and manage the game really well. And here is easy. We have to do it on that pitch tomorrow night.
Thanks, everyone. See
Yeah,
you tomorrow.
thank you.